Firebox.
There we go. Alright, if you're just joining us here, I just restarted the video because it didn't look like we were up on the page for whatever reason. Everything looked good. This is Dan Castle. We're here in the first string of the Amirault versus Gauthier match, Class B South. And Jerry Amirault is in his 10th box. He's at 87 through 9. So sorry if we missed the earlier portion. I don't know what's happening. Everything looked good here on the producer screen, but it wasn't showing up on the site. So I started it again. Hi, Nico. And now I see I have a viewer. That means we're visible. And Amirault looking to close out game 1. And he gets the 10. So let me catch up on my paperwork here. So I had a 9-box 87 and a 10 box. Jerry Amirault closes game 1 with a 97. Now we get to see Dan Gauthier coming up. That was game 1, Nico. You got me. I don't know why it wasn't showing up on the ACST page, but now it is, so I just had to start it and reboot it. Dan Gauthier coming up. It's tied 50-50 at the half. And Dan threw that one in the ocean. Didn't find any fish over there. That's okay. It gives him a chance for a 10-pin spare. That first ball coming up in the 6 box is always tough. Look at that. Gauthier's on there. And how about 9 out of 10? That's not bad. That's a good comeback. All right. That's a nice 10, so Gauthier's a 60 through 6. Yeah, that throws me off my pace a little bit when we get some technical issues that I don't understand. Where's Micah when I need him? All right, Gauthier coming in at box 7. He has 1 spare in the first half. He put a spare in the second. And that time he came in on a 3-pin, leaves a 1, 2, 7, 8. And there's a spare for Gauthier. Puts him in the lead. 70 in a ball. On the fill. Nice head pin hit to the left. A little bit on the Brooklyn side for sure. And he's 6 in the fill. 76 through 70. He has a 7-pin lead in completed boxes, and now he's got the 3, 6, 9, 10 for the spare attempt. Just misses the 3. That was close. All right, there we go. Now I'm back on my routine. Gauthier back for the 10, and he catches it in the face. 86 through 8, and he needs 11 pins to tie. 12 to win in 2 boxes. Steve Poland, good to see you. Gauthier in box 9 of game 1. The ball crosses in front of the head pin. Takes out just 3. Both these bowlers can put up some big games, but this first game's relatively low. And Dan put it in right in the object area, but he leaves the 5 and 7, it looks like. Oh, what a shot by Gauthier. The 5-7 clean for a 10-box 96. Next ball will win this string for him, but that's first to 5. 5 strings again. 5 boxes at a time, alternating lanes. Gauthier in box 10 at 96. And ball goes a little flat. Stays off the head pin. Leaves the 1, 2, and the 10. I thought maybe the 5 was there, but that's just me needing new glasses. Nick Blundo, Brian Robinson, thanks for joining us. See, I didn't have to catch the beginning because you guys come in late anyway. Oh, Gauthier hit the head pin nicely. It went to the left, but didn't pick up the... 2, so he'll be open in the 10th, but he's got the first string. Going for the 210. And I know Danny tried to get that, but that's a 9. And game 1 is in the books. 105 for Dan Gauthier. 97 for Jerry Amirault. So not a monster games yet for these guys, but we're off to the races here. Nick Blendo, tell me when you're bowling again, so I can live vicariously through you bowlers since I can't bowl anymore. All right, game 1 is in the books. 2 points to Dan Gauthier and an 8-pin lead on total, so that's pretty tight. And we're about to start game 2 on lane 19. Jerry Amirault coming on. He's a visiting bowler. I've had the pleasure of bowling both of these guys at various times in my ACST career. Getting beat by both of them, actually. I don't think I have beat either one of them. So it's a good time to be here at the lanes. It's the calm before the storm when the leagues come in a little bit, and these lanes will fill up. There's 2 Friday night leagues that come in here, and sometimes the Pro League is in here. So Jerry starts out game 2 on the 7-pin. Oh, that's the problem, Nick. If you guys book your games during the weekday, I actually have a job. All right, Jerry took out the corner pins. Trim that up. Now he can go for the kill of the other 8. Now here's the trick. I'll probably take the last week of the year off, and I'll just be hanging at home doing some writing and some other things I need to do. So during that week or maybe 2 weeks, I'll have time to do day games. But if it's not a weekend or an evening, as much as I'd love to come down here, it's kind of bad form if they see me doing that online. All right. That's the Millis 8. Jerry came in on the 3, leaves a 1-2. And there he goes, spare for Amirault. And I'm glad to see the party in the chat room starting to pick up a little bit. So it makes it fun here. It's a BYOB party. And Eric Bromberg, my teammate, glad to see you here. I'm going to need some advice from you on plants and stuff soon. I really am. All right, just 4 in the fill. I didn't do my vegetable garden this year, but I got a pear tree that needs to be pruned. I don't have a clue how to do that. Bromberg's the expert at that kind of stuff. All right, so Amirault's at 21. Everybody who watches me knows that I frequently sidetrack. Machines break down, it can get really bad. So that's a 9, 30 through 3. And that's really bad when I don't have Peterson here to ground me. All right, Stephen Donovan, good to see you. He's giving out a go Jerry to Jerry. And we're coming into box 4 of game 2. Dan Gauthier with a win in the first one. Jerry's at 30. Ball hooked right. Came in on a 3 and leaves a 4 horseman plus a 5. And a good spare leave off opportunity here if you can get it in a 1-2, but he misses. All right. Third ball in box 4 for Jerry. Trying to pick up something in 10. That's where he wanted to put it, and that worked. That's one of those cases where sure wish that was a second ball. But a 10 is good. He's at 40 through 4, exactly where he was in the last game at this point. And he's coming into box 5. In the pocket, nice. And that's a 4-6 split. Now he's got some wood here. It's a long shot, but I think he's got something to work with here. Maybe off the 6, I don't know. He's going to the 4, and he gets that. What a shot by Amirault. Caught the 4-pin, caught the cap of that wood, drove it straight into the 6. That is one for the replays, Nico. And so Jerry Amirault sits down in game 2 with 50 in a ball. Dan's going to clean out some debris in the channels on lane 20. And now we get to see Gauthier coming up on lane 19. All right, ball 1. And Dan's off to the races in the pocket. We saw this. Well, he broke it up. So a nice shot, no split. And just the 3-6-10 all in the line. Very makeable. If he can catch that 3-pin, he's got some wood over there that could help. Goes too wide. Oh, it catches the 3 in this. No, he's calling it off. He says that's no good. Okay. From this angle, I thought it was good, but he's actually, I looked at the replay here. I think it was good. It hadn't hit the channel. And that will be an 8-box. So Gauthier starts with an 8 in game 2. All right. All 1. We get to see the bird. Spread eagle. Head pin split. Sammy D'Agostino is here as the Pro Tour comes in. And the Friday Night League comes in. Gauthier goes to the left wing, and he has a 7-box. 15 through 2. He's down 6 pins. All right, box 3, game 2. Gauthier just off the head pin. 4 horsemen plus 2. Not a bad setup here. Puts that in that 1-2 range. I think he's got a really good shot at it. And even off the right side of the head pin. Where is he going? He's going to the 1-2. Misses the 1. So an open box in box 3 for Gauthier. And he's left with just the 1-9. And he wrapped that around. Good shot. 9-box. 24 through 3. Looking to play catch up. He took the first game 105 to 97. And box 4, and just off the head pin for a 4 horseman leave. 1-3-6-10. Wood behind it. I don't think it's going to help or hurt. See if he can pick this up. And plays the outside, and it's a little too outside, so nothing goes. Okay, looking for more comments here. You guys got quiet in the party room. My exciting party room voice here, huh? Keeps you... Wow, off the wall for a 10. Looked like he deserved it. That 10 pin didn't want to go, but another piece came off the left wall and back to take out the 10. Dan's into his 5th box here. No marks so far. First ball, again, that head pin split situation. Just left with the 3-6, 4-6. We saw Jerry make the 4-6 split just a bit ago. And he just gets a 6. That's a tough leave. So Dan will be markless for this first half of game 2. Not typical of him. And a nice shot of the 3 and a 4 split clean for a 10 box. 44 through 5 in game 2, and now Amirault's going to come up. He's at 50 and a ball. So he has the lead in game 2. He did lose game 1 by 6 pins. By 8 pins, I'm sorry. Let me do my math better. right. Ambient sound will be increasing here shortly as other bowlers wander in for different leagues. We're in that 15-20 minutes before they all start coming in. All right, Amirault on the fill in the box 6, and he took a little bit of a sidestep. And that gave him 4 in the fill. Having trouble seeing for sure. So a 54 half. We'll close that half out, and Amirault's got a bunch down there to shoot at. 4 horsemen plus a couple. He's on that head pin, gets the spare. I was thinking he probably wanted to be in a 1-3 pocket, but the 1-2 worked just as well that time. So he's on the fill again. He's picking it up here. That's his 3rd mark in 6 boxes. And off to the side again. Oh, he's got some late action. Look at that. 5 in the fill. Yep, I got that. 69 after 6. And another spare lead, 4 horsemen plus a 9 pin. Oh, he's going too far to the left, but he's getting, again, some late action. Is a head pin going to fall? No, he'll use the 110. All right, 110 wood by the head pin. He's looking for a 10 box here, and he's got it. 79 through 7. So, doing a little better. He's a little light on his fills, but he's on a decent pace at the moment. And actually, I think when you're bowling Dan Gauthier, you need to be on a good pace. All right, box 8, game 2. Amirault adjusts. Went too far to the right, came in on a 6-10, but got some good action. Left the 1-3, 4, 7, 8. Wood over there by that triangle. Gives him a good chance to drive something over there. He's got to be on that 1-3 first. And he's off to the left again. Picks up the head pin off the cap.
All right. I'll cap you out at 280. All right. Make it 2
And 4 pins still standing in box 8. He's going to the right. He's going for it, trying to get them all, and he does. Brave move by Amirault. That was courageous. A lot of bowlers would have just gone for the 3. So he's at 89 through 8 with that well-earned 10 bucks. All right, Amirault coming into box 9 here. There we go. That's the ball he's looking for. He's on the head pin and takes out 7. Leaves the 6, 9, 10 triangle. Triangles can be tricky. We all know that. And just off the object. Not by much. All right, there's a little agitation going on over there. And he brushes a 6 pin for a 9. Amirault, 98 through 9. Tenth box. Thank you very much for the nice comment from Beach Ridge Barbershop. Put us up on a big screen. I'm running solo tonight. Often have a partner here. This is Dan Castle. Jerry's on the head pin that time. And he picks himself up a split. It's a check mark, we call that. Plus a 10. And I like the way that wood's lined up. Let's see if Jerry can take that and make that work. Oh, it bounces off the wood. That looked a lot better than that. So he'll be open in box 10. Is that a big enough door for Gauthier, who had a tough first half, no marks at all? But he doesn't normally do that, so. Jerry wants every pin. He gets 9. Amirault sits down with 107 in game 2. And that gives him 204 through 2 games. All right. So Gauthier's at 44. He won the first game again, 105 to 97. But he's going to need 63 to tie, 64 to win. That's a mark, really 2. And so he starts off on the 2-pin. Had a ball looked like it's going to be in the pocket, and it kind of hooked it in front of the head pin. And there's a 4 horseman, 1, 3, 6, 10. Wood in the middle. Oh, he goes to drop that ball, did not get the ball into the object, so he still has the 1-3 up. And we still have the 1-3, 2 pins together, and Gauthier will go with an 8 box. So 52 through 6. So he's down 17 pins in completed boxes at the moment. A couple of marks can't fix for him, though, so he knows that. Dan's an old pro at this game. He's been bowling for years. A little overhook on that one, but look at this late action. Looked like the 3-6 might go too, but they didn't, so he's got the 1-2-3-6, which is another form of the check mark. I think a ball in a 1-3 takes it. But he catches a 2, and from the back door, Gauthier gets his first pair of the game. He had some special sauce on that one. He knew that's where they had to go. I don't know. He got some clapping from some of the other bowlers. Sammy D'Agostino in the background here. All right, on the fill for Gauthier. A little full on a head pin, but his ball looked pretty good. So that's a 6 fill. And that puts him at 68. Still down 11, and that's a head pin split. 2, 4, 7, and 9, and just gets a 7. Joe Corbett, how you doing? I see your brothers here. And that's a 9 box. 77. Okay, he's down 12 pins. 2 more boxes to go. Needs to get 30 and 2 to tie, 31 to win. Going to need a couple of marks here. Big ball here. In the pocket on the left side, and, well, late falling 5-pin, and he has a triangle on the right, 7-pin on the left, some wood that may be helpful, so it's a 6, 7, 9, 10. He's getting in there. Oh, can't carry the 7, but that was a great bid on that, without a doubt. I think he put it right where he wanted to. So looking for a 10. He's going for the sweep. All right, he'll take a 9. 86. So Gauthier's at 86. And so he needs 21 pins to tie, 22 to win. That's double strike. At least he wants to keep it close on total. First ball, that will give the second game to Amirault. So Jerry picks up 2 points with his 107 to whatever Dan gets here. He's got the 1, 8, 10 left. Almost gets it. That 10 did not go. He's had a couple that were right in there that should have gone. Any measure I see here. Good morning, Greg Packer. On the other side of the world, and that's a 9 box. So game 2 in the books. Jerry Amirault wins 107 to 95, almost the reverse of the last game. And Amirault now has the lead on total, 204 to 200 after 2. And as we see some bowlers coming, I see Nick Brienzi, Billy Shiner's here, Steve Reno's here. Everybody watching this match. Right. Now we're getting into the middle game. We've got a tight one here through 2. It's 204 to 200. 2 points to 2 points. Not a high-scoring match so far, but I've seen both these guys put up some monster games, and here comes Amirault starting game 3, the middle game of the series. And he's off to the left again, but not as far as he had been, and he leaves a 1-3-9. Well, Greg, it was 9 Fahrenheit here, which I can't do the conversion in the top of my head. That's a spare for Jerry. And your summer has just started there in Australia. Or New Zealand. Yeah, you got to correct me here. My memory's going. But anyway, Amirault is on the fill. On the head pin, nice ball. He gets 7 in the fill. Ugly split. Yeah, us Americans are a little weird here. So some of us who worked in engineering and other areas use metric completely for all of that work, but it's the English system, imperial system, basically for normal life. So actually never really converted it as we did it, but I know 30 centigrade is pretty warm. All right, Amirault had to wave off on that pin, and that will be a 9 box. So 17 through 1, 26 through 2 for Jerry Amirault. Yep, all you guys in the southern hemisphere standing on your heads, right? All right, box 3, game 3, and Amirault is on the head pin in the left pocket. And I guess that's a bit of a split. I don't like the angle of that wood very much. It looked like it's going to be helpful. He's left with a 3, 5, 9, 10, but he's got a shot at it. He's got to use it. He's on it, and that's what I was afraid would happen. It would go over, yep. Deflect the ball. That's the word I'm looking for. And Amirault with a 9 box. He's at 35 through 3. Thank you, Dave. Why aren't you here? I need you. I am boring without you, Dave. All right, Amirault at 35 through 3. He's coming into box 4 of game 3 on the 2-pin. Leaves the 1-3-8-9. 1-3-9-10, I'm sorry. And that doesn't look too bad. So a spare opportunity. He's in there, and misses the object. Pausing for a drink here. And that will be a 9 box again for Jerry, 44 through 4. Yep, and you're morning there too, Greg, aren't you? We are at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. James Humes, welcome to the party. Amirault on the 3-pin, leaves a 4 horseman left. And if you want the pin count, or the pin numbers, that's 1, 2, 4, 7. All right, off to the left and picks up just the 4-pin. And Jerry's looking for the 1, 2, 7 for a 10 box. He picks up the 7 off the wood. So an 8 for 52 half. Dan Gauthier coming up now. And just to recap, game 1 went to Gauthier, 105 to 97. Game 2 went to Amirault, 107 to 95. And we closed out game 2, 204 to 200 in total in favor of Jerry. So Dan coming back in, starting game 3 for him. And that's a punch out, a half Worcester left. Just the 2-9, or 2-8, I'm sorry. All right, this is makeable. There's 2 ways to make it, as everybody knows. And he went too far to the right, and he almost made a 3rd way to make it, but leaves the 1-9. Those 2 ways being coming in on the pocket, away from the punch-out spot, or to catch the inside of the head pin. Dan's got the 1-9 left, and he ticks out the 9, so starts with the 9 box. Yeah, these are great guys, both of these guys. I've bowled against them myself several times in different years. They're tough competitors, actually. And I bowled against Dan many times in league. Dan off on a 6-pin. And he's got a bunch down there. He's got the 2 lines, 4 horsemen, plus the back line, plus the 10. Trying to put it in a pocket. He does. Nice pocket shot. It did not carry the 3-5-10, but he put it in the right spot. And Gauthier with a 7 box. 16 through 2, and he's down 10 early. He's been bowling pretty well this season. I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me. We were fiddling around with technical issues early on. Okay, for a hit on a 2-pin, that's pretty good. Leaves up the 1-3-5-10. Something to shoot at for a spare attempt. Got to hit that head pin first, see what happens. And he's just off to the left. So now looking for a 10, try to get out of here with an 8, 9, or 10. He's got some catch-up work to do here now. And that's an 8. Dave, how's my sound levels? I don't have a VU meter yet, but I'm going to get an app for that. I think I didn't even think to do that. But can you do a sound check for me? I think everybody hears me okay. And the pinfall. But can you verify that? All right, Gauthier in box 4. He's at 24 through 3. Really needs a mark here. And look at that. He can't cut a break right now. He put that right in a 1-2. I mean, maybe it's better to put it in a 1-3. But that's a mess. He's got the 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. But Wood over there, it's give him a chance to sweep something, and he hits it just right. My God. He deserved way better than that. Both first and second ball were pretty much right where they needed to be. Now he has a 4, 7, 9 to contend with. He's going to try to get the 4, 7, just gets the 7. And that's an 8 box for Dan. 32 through 4. This score does not indicate how good of a ball he's throwing. I think he's not looking too bad. If he's off, it's not by much. Thanks, Dave. Look at that. There we go. That's what he wanted to do. He put that one in there, and that was a strike that he well deserved. So I believe, yes, it is. It's the first strike of this match. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Dave. Thank you. I had my phone sitting right next to the mic. I didn't realize I did that. We'll mute that. There we go, Dave. Is that better? See, that's why I need a professional producer to keep me from doing stupid things. All right, 52 at the halfway point of this match for Amirault, and he's in his 6th box with the 4 horsemen left. Right. Just catches a head pin. All right, so Jerry's looking at the 3, 6, 10, and they're all gone. So 10 box, 62 through 6. Viewership picking up here in the live. As always, we get a lot of viewers in the recordings. Sorry that the recording will show the first part of the match gone, but everything was set up good. It just wasn't showing. And Jerry threw the same ball that Dan threw a little while ago. So Dan says, "Don't remind the audience." Hey, we've all done it. Worst one I ever did was throw one to the left, then throw one to the right, then I got a strike in the third ball. So it says --10 up on the board. That's very unusual. That was a desperation third ball for me. All right, Amirault's got 6 pins still up there in box 7. Looking good. That was a 9 box. Good out for Jerry, 71 through 7. And he's coming into last 3 boxes here, so he can get to 100 without a mark, but I know he wants to be better than that. All right, nice head pin hit, and look at that. That's a 3, 6, 10 with some very nice looking wood between the 3 and the 6. The wood beside it, though, that could be interesting. Not in a good way, but he missed the 3. So an open box in the 8th for Jerry, and he's at 71 plus whatever he finishes with. And just off that, I thought that was going to catch it, but it rolled back. It was hooking in, hooked away, and Jerry is at 80 through 8. That strike in the 5th is a big deal for Gauthier here. He's got a real shot on this one. All right, box 9, Amirault in the pocket. Right in the 1-3 where a right-handed bowler wants to be, and what's he get? The 4-10 split. The only good thing about that is there's some wood to play with, but let's see what he can do with it. He's going to the right side. Good idea. But it kicked out behind the 4-pin, so another open box. Sad, that's his 3rd split of this game. And a 9 box, so 89 through 9, he's under par for the first time in this game. Lane 20 giving him fits here. And box 10, a game 3, and Amirault is in the pocket. And that's a spare leave with a steep looking wood, but he's got the 5, 8, 9 triangle. There's a piece of wood to the right of the 5. He's going to have to use it. He's going way to the wrong side, so he'll be open. He'll be under 100 on this string. Yeah, and both bowlers are saying that wood is a little iffy, and I agree. There he goes, and it worked. That's the shot he wanted for his second ball. So 99 for game 3 for Amirault, and he's at 303 total. All right, so Gauthier coming up. He's on a strike in the 5th. He's at 42 and a 2-ball fill. Jerry was at 52 at the halfway point. So a spare ties it up. And then Dan will go ahead with a fill on this 6 box. Let's see what he can do. First ball. Gauthier's in there, shooting at the double. Is he going to get it? Slow motion. And there's a double strike for Gauthier. 8 pin took its time. So that's a big deal for Dan. As long as they all go down, there's no timer here. Ryan Prowse, hello, pal. All right, going for the triple. Dan Gauthier. He's got a ball in there. It's going to go, and it is triple strike for Dan Gauthier.
Where's my prize money? That 3 boxes is going to beat your last game.
And that gives him 62 for the half.
Gutter ball last week.
Now going for a 4-bagger. And off to the side, not going to get a backdoor strike. And that will put 6 in there. So Gauthier's at 88 through 6. 98 plus the result of this fill. And that's a 9 fill and the 3rd strike. So Dan Gauthier has won the string. He's at 107, and we're only 7 boxes in. He's got to finish the 8th, 9th, and 10th. What a show Gauthier is putting on now. And that's a 9 box. 116. This is the kind of game we expect from Dan. Triple strike in the 5th, 6th, and 7th has moved Dan from being well under par to being in a great shape here, and he has won the string with 2 more boxes to go. That'll put him ahead in total. Box 9. Dan let that one get away on the 6th pin. So that's a double line. 4 horsemen left plus the 3, 5, 8. Giving it a run, but 2 full on the head pin, so does not go for him. So a couple more to go. He's over 120 now. And Gauthier makes an 8. 124 through 9. Gets a spare. He can be over 140 on this one. Both of these guys can do that. It's just a matter of when it comes up. There it goes. Gauthier gets the bird. Spread eagle in the 10th. You mark some head pins here. All right. It's going to the right side, gets the full right side. So he won't make it a 140. But still a good game here for Dan Gauthier. And a lot of pins for total. And that'll be a 9 box. Dan Gauthier with a 133 string. Finishes game 3 with a big win. 133 to 99. So that's 34 pin lead. And he's at 333 to 303. He has a 30 pin lead in total right now. So it's been close, but no more. So everybody taking a drink here for a second, and we are going to go into game 4. And Amirault, who is ahead in total after game 2, is now 30 pins behind. So he's looking to put his big game up here, and I've seen him do that a few times too. So starting off game 4, Amirault on the 3 pin, just takes out 3. So he's got a half Worcester minus a 5 pin. And he catches the inside of that gap and makes a spare in the first. Nice shot by Amirault.
I hope they just don't like when I start checking you guys. Just don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know what's going on.
So Amirault on the fill.
We're going to get this match out of the way early. I won't see you guys.
Yeah.
He's looking for his big string. He's in the pocket. Little full on that head pin. So 7 in the fill and a split.
Bobby will be home Wednesday. He came home for Thanksgiving.
And that's a 3, 4, 6.
Bobby, I thought my son was.
So 2 pins over there. He's got a shot to kick something over.
All right.
A little too far on this. He kicks a 6 to the 4, but he doesn't catch it.
Long fucking day. Bobby, yeah, he's done for the rest of the week. He needed a little more surgery.
And Jerry puts up a respectable 9 box on that. And he is at 26 through 2.
that? Yeah. They paid good. It's like 20 years. Don't take much shot, you know, for me.
All right, we're coming into box 3. Pro League's coming in. And Jerry's off on the 7-pin. Oh, I see Dimitri back there, right? All right, second ball here after that first ball, and oh boy, just clipped off another one. Means you need a big third ball here. And Amirault puts it over on a 3-pin. He comes out with a 7. Could have been a lot worse than that. So he got himself out of that one. And he's a 33 through 3. Box 4, and Jerry is in the pocket on the left. He put himself up a funky looking split there. 2 pieces of wood, and it looks like he's got the 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Wood in there could help. Catch the 3, and everything but the 5 goes. Nice bid by Amirault. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on here? Yeah, why is this over here?
10 bucks by Jerry, 43. Just greeting the guys coming in.
Believe me, I hear you. Don't take much from me. What's going on here?
And Jerry coming in a box 5 of game 4.
Guys here.
Another punch out. So we have a half Worcester left here. We saw Jerry pick up something very much like this before. That time he goes to the 10, so he's having some accuracy issues right now.
What's going on? I love it. I love it.
Drago, what you end up with the other night? 391. Oh, there you go. I knew you were on your way.
Yeah.
You look like the
Oh boy.
This
This is game 4. And Jerry just put up a 3 box, and that was not what he wanted to do. 46 or 5.
That's his high triple.
Last couple of boxes, some accuracy issues, so he's got to kind of regroup here.
The plaque's going up next week for it. 3-7.
And Dan Gauthier coming up off that big 133 game with a triple strike. And we start out, he's right in that left pocket. This ball's looking a lot better than it did in the first couple of games, but he's got a split. It's a 3-5-10.
Oh, baby. Was it? Yeah, they had to take.
Shot at this one. Catches it, and that's a spare for Gauthier, matching Amirault's spare in the first. Nice shot by Dan Gauthier.
Put it into one string.
So he's continuing off the energy of that last game. And here he is on the fill. He's in there. Gets 6, 16 through 1. 1 pin down from where Jerry is at that point. And he's got a check mark on the right. 3, 5, 6, and 10. Wood to sweep, but I think he's going to go for the pins, and he does. And he gets it. 2 in a row for Dan. So nicely done. He has found his ball. All right, so Gauthier again on the fill. Here we go. Way off to the right, and only puts 5 on it. 31 through 2. So we're looking at the 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9 as a pins that are remaining. And Dan doesn't get 3 in a row that time, but he put it right in the right spot. So string of marks comes to a close.
Now they shove you off. Well, they
Gets a 9. 40 through 3.
I gotta get magic 3 twinning. Yeah, I would. I would.
Gauthier coming in a box 4. That time he's on the 2-pin. Leaves half a rack. A little bit, technically more than half, but looks like a half rack. So 40 through 3. He's got the 4 horsemen plus the 5-9. He's in there and can't get that kingpin to go. So the 5 stayed up. A great bid by Danny. Put the ball in our exact right spot. Did not work. But he gets a 10 for a 50 through 4, and he's up 7 pins and completed. And now he's up against Jerry's 3 box in the 5th. It's a good time to capitalize on that. So coming into box 5 of game 4. Gauthier with the lead at the moment. And that's a nice head pin hit and a split. There's no margin here. He puts it just a little full on a head pin, and look what happens. So triangle left plus a 10. Wood over by the 10. Is he going to use that, or is he going for it? He is going to the triangle. Just punches out the middle, but I think that was still the right call. And he still has a 7, 8, and 10. Goes to the 10 side, see if he can get a couple extra to go. And it's going to be an 8 box. And we are halfway through game 4, and Dan Gauthier has a 58-46 lead in this string. And he is up 30 pins in total after the 3rd game. So he's added to that total by 12. And we're about to go over on lane 20.
Yeah, I think so. Non-proportional.
And Amirault coming up over there. And if I can get Kevin Dietrich to move a little bit, I can see the pins. There we go.
Don't worry about it. No rush. Number time.
Okay, box 6. Jerry's at 46 through 5. He's down in this one. And that ball goes flat, and he punches out the 6 pin. Where's Paul Grant to get the $5? All right, Jerry's got a whole bunch down there to shoot at. All right, nice try. He put it in the right spot. It still has a 310. A lot of pins down there to carry. It's getting louder in here now that everybody's here, and that's a 10 box for Amirault. 56 through 6. John Ahern, how you doing? We had a party going on here in the chat bot room, but everybody's gotten quiet now. I must be lulling them to sleep. I don't know. Without Dave here, I'm boring. Okay, Amirault, box 7. He's on that stripy head pin. And I like that leave for him. And that 8 pin drops out, leaving just a 2, 4, 7. And a big juicy piece of wood in the middle, and he goes wide. Really needed to hit that. Hey, Duncan. I'm here living vicariously through the bowlers. And a 10 box. 66 through 7 for Amirault. Needing some marks. To rehash while we're waiting here, game 1 went to Gauthier 105-97. 2 went to Jerry 107-95. In game 3, Gauthier put up a triple strike to put it at 133-99, and he carries the lead in this string. And he's got the lead in total. Amirault. That ball looked good, but it took a break to the right. So he misses a head pin. here we go with the half rack plus a 10. And Jerry just catches the wood in the middle, so nothing doing there. Hi, Jim. Thank you for the compliment. I love being down here talking to all you guys.
I never did, I know.
All right, Jerry's again having some trouble. That's his second, third box, 3 box, 69 through 8. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. We have a lot more background noise now. I can turn the volume up a little bit.
You gotta slowly let that one in the repertoire.
All right, Amirault trying to play some catch up here. He's at 69 through 8. And that ball goes to the 6. He gets a little bit of a break. Takes out 4 pins. So it's not a complete loss there. I can't do daytimes during the week, guys. I have jobs. Okay, so Amirault has an open box. He still has the 1, 3, 5, and 7, or 10. I'm sorry. And he catches a 10 for a 7 box. He's in trouble here. 76 through 9.
I'd be dead if I expected to go during the campaign.
Thanks, John. I just didn't know how much the background noise was affecting me here. This mic's pretty good at that, and I'm actually using it for some music recording too in my other life. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of that soon, especially after I retire. Amirault box 10, 76 through 9. And off to the 2 pin. So trying to get a mark here, but he's wide. And he's going to be under 90 on this one. That's going to put the door wide open for Gauthier. All right, and that's a 7. 7 box for Jerry Amirault and an 83 strike. Not his normal game. 386 through 4. So now he's under 100 average. All right, Gauthier coming up momentarily. He's at 58 at the half. Frank DeLuca warming up over there. And Sammy D'Agostino over on 22. Getting ready for the Pro League. Going to be a good match here. Had the pleasure last season of bowling with Sammy on my team for half the season. It was a lot of fun. Great guy. Love bowling with Sam. We used to bowl against each other in Natick. All right, Gauthier, he's at 58. And that's on the 4 pin. Just takes out a couple. So Dan went to the left again. Sometimes his first ball he does that after he's been sitting. And that'll be an open box for Gauthier. So he still has 3 pins up, the 1, 2, and the 8. And gets just the 2, maybe the 1. No, it's not going to happen. So Gauthier's is 66 through 6. He's got 4 boxes, and he just needs to pick up 17 pins to tie. First ball on the head pin, breaks up the split, leaves a 6-10. Wood right in front of it. Should be a straightforward shot for him. And Dan lets that one get away, gets into the channel. That will be an open box. But he didn't lose any pins, so he still has a shot at a 10. That's better, and that is a 10. 76. Couldn't put the game away in that box, but he almost certainly will in the next box. Okay, Gauthier coming into box 8. He's at 76. Jerry put up a disappointing 83 in that one. That's a punch out for Dan at just a half Worcester left. Billy Shiner, you're the guy. I want to get you in front of the camera here. That should be fun. Gauthier trying to spare that, and he punches the other side, but he gets a break, and that will win the string for him. Just a head pin left. J.O.B., how you doing?
That was a good last string I had.
And that's a $9. So Gauthier has won game 4. He's at 85 through 8. And it's 6 points to 2. But Gauthier still has 2 more boxes to finish this game up and add to his total where he left game 3 with a 30-pin lead. He's on the head pin. Leaves the 3s10. Call out a split. Machine calls it a split. 3-10 split. Can he kick it over? Maybe, and he does. Textbook shot. Spare in the 9th for Dan Gauthier. He's at 95 and a ball. Definitely cold in here. All right, so he's going to be on the fill, trying to pad his total. He started out behind. The second game was tough for him. And look at that. That's a 9 fill. Took a little bit. We had a reluctant 2-pin. It's like my dog not wanting to come in, but it came in eventually. 103 through 9 with just a 10-pin for a spare bid. And Dan misses. So he will not hit 120 on this one. And that's a 10 box. 113 to 83. Gauthier with a blowout win on game 4. Picks up another 2 points. And it is now 446 to 386 in total. And Gauthier up by 60 pins. With 1 game to go in this match, that third game really looms large here. And this is the time, if Jerry is going to throw a big game today, he needs to do it now. Like I said, I've seen him hit 160s, 170s before, so I know he can do it. And we start game 5. Amirault on the head pin. Some late action here, and broke the diamond. Left us a 3, 6, and 9. Give him a head pin hit for that. Makeable spare, sideways triangle. He's got to hit that 3-pin. And again, he goes to wide to the left. He's had trouble with that today. All right, trying for a 10 here. And he'll have to take an 8 on that one. So open box in the first. Last 2 games, he put up a mark in the first. And we're entering box 2 of game 5 for Amirault. On the 3-pin, just missed the pocket. And that's a mess of 7 pins down there. 4 horsemen plus a bunch of other ones. Got to put it in a 1-2 pocket. It's where he's going. And the 5 and 7 stayed up. But I think that was a great bid by Jerry. As always, when there's a lot of pins down there, sometimes it's just tough to get everyone touched. And Jerry will take a 9 there for 17 through 2. All right. Amirault coming into box 3, game 5. And that's a punch out. Hey, Kevin, can I get you to... Thanks. You're not in the camera, you're just in my view. All right, good bid on that half Worcester, but it doesn't go. So now Jerry's got a mess down there. He's going to try to for an 8 or 9. I think that would make him happy. He's got a 4, 5, 7, 10, and picks up nothing for a 6 box. 23 through 3. Billy Shiner is watching here, and I know you're here too. His phone's watching. All right, Amirault looking for his first mark in game 5. Off to the side onto the 2 pin, and he's left with a 1, 8, and just the 1, 8. And cleans up the head pin for a 9 box. 32 through 4. And Jerry picks off that single for a 10. And he's going to sit down. Well, that's a 33. I'm sorry. I gave him a 32 through 4, but he had another ball going. My mistake. 33 through 4. He's got another box to go. And off the head pin. There's a little lambda down there. 1, 2, 4, 8. Looks like the Greek letter lambda in the lower case, actually. Hey, so I'm a geek. I took Greek in college. And he misses to the right. All right, nice 10 box. Jerry puts that out with a 10. 43 at the half. And Gauthier coming up, looking to pick up 12 points on this. He's in a good spot to do it right now, with a 60-pin lead in total when we sat down after game 4. So he's in a good spot to coast to a win here. But he's got to put that ball down there, see what he can do. And here he goes, box 1. And Dan is off to the left. He's been off to the left a lot of times after he sits down. So that one was less than a couple of the other ones that we saw. And that's 4 down, 6 up. Thank you, Nico. It was a little weird because I actually started it right at the beginning. Everything is fine. And on here it showed that it was live on the ACST page. But when I went to the ACST page, there was nothing there. So I don't know what was going on there, but I made the executive decision to cut off the broadcast and start fresh, and that time it worked. So appreciate that, Nico. I wasn't that late. All right, so Gauthier with a 9 box. Another spread eagle for Dan. Seen a couple of these. Which, to tell the truth, in a 5-game match, we probably will see a couple of those. And Dan goes to the right side first, takes off the 10. So still has 5 pins to go. Goes to the left, picks off those 3 for an 8, 17 through 2. What's that? 113. Yeah. All right, come into box 3, and they're actually tied up in completed boxes. Both bowlers at 17 through 2. Gauthier coming into box 3, and he's off to the right on a 6-pin. Just takes out the 2, the 6 and 10. Makeable spare. Put it in a 1-3 and or 1-2 here, and it should go. Don't put it in a 1-3. That doesn't work. But he did put it in a 1-3, and as predicted, that did not make a spare. So he still has the 2 and a 7 left. Played the inside nicely. That was a slick move, but it only got the 2-pin. So a 9 for Dan, 26 through 3, and he's now ahead in completed boxes by 3. And we are going into box 4 of game 5, coming down to the end of this match. Gauthier with the lead. Misses a head pin. 1-3-7's left. I can't call that a split. Looks like a split to me. Shoots like a split, tastes like a split, but it's not officially a split. 1-3-7 for the spare. Gauthier gets the 1-3, leaves a 7. And that's a 9 box. So Gauthier at 35 through 4. Nobody's got a mark so far in this string. Dan had 1 mark in game 1 and 2. He had a triple strike in game 3 and 3 spares in game 4. Jerry had a spare in game 1, 3 in game 2. Gauthier with a strike in this one. Sits down on a strike just like he did in the 3rd game. And that led to a triple strike. Can he do it again? We'll find out after Jerry bowls. All right, Jerry Amirault, last chance to pick up some more points here. He is down 60 pins in total through the 4 completed games, but he does have 2 points for winning game 2, 107-95. And he's going to want a big half here. Saw a great shot by John Winchell over in lane 22.
Get there. All right, buddy. Have a stick there.
All right, Jerry Amirault for his last half of this match. On the 2-pin. Okay, the 1, 3, 6, 7 are still up. Makeable spare, but it is some distance between those pins.
Tell them to focus on his own match. That doesn't matter.
All right. Actually, there was another pin hiding back there, so he still has 2 to go. Big.
Yeah, it's funny. It wasn't working on our lane.
All right, that's an 8. 51 through 6. If I say 6, I start writing 6. As you guys know, I like to keep my own score on paper, too. All right, Jerry Amirault coming into box 7 of the 5th game of this match. Playing from behind. And he's on the 2-pin. That gives him 6 pins down. Wood behind the 3. It's the 1, 5, 3, and 10. Yeah, I called him out of order. I do that. He's in there. Oh, come on. Can't get that 10 to go. That's not right. That was a great bid on that. He was right all over it. Dan Gauthier said the same. And that will be a 9, no matter what happens. That puts Amirault at 60 through 7, still markless. Three boxes to come back here. Not looking good for Jerry at the moment. He's taking a moment to take a breath here, which is a smart thing to do. Letting John Zappi beside him bowl. All right, here he goes. Box 8. Amirault's on the head pin. And the 10 pin stays up again. However, this time he got the other 9 before, so he's got a good spare opportunity here. 3 pieces of wood down there. Makes it interesting. And he clipped one of those pieces of wood, but it didn't carry the 10. It wiggled it. He wiggled it. Yeah. And that went for a 10 box. 70 through 8. Yeah, he had that tooth wiggling, but it didn't want to come out. All right, so Jerry's at 70 through 8. 10 under par, no marks so far in game 5. 2 boxes to go. Needs some marks desperately. That time he put it in the pocket, and look at this. 2, 7, 8. So now just the 7, 8, or the 2 and the 8. All right, so he's punched it through. He's got a shot. That wood helps. And he just gets the 8. Can't get a break here at all. And Jerry with a 9 box. 79 through 9. He's going to need a double strike to get to 100. Dan Gauthier looking here. He's sitting on a strike in the 5th box of this. And Sammy D'Agostino over on lane 21 with a hammer. And yells of Sammy going through the bowling center. Frank DeLuca puts up a spare of his own. All right, in our match, Amirault's in his last box, and he did everything he could do to get that spare, but it just doesn't go. So he'll be under 90. But he's put some good balls up there. Just not getting the payoffs. And he will go down with a 10 for an 89 string. For a 475 total. And I know he's disappointed in that. But he'll be back. Gauthier's at 45 and a 2-ball fill. He was in this position in game 3 and put up a triple strike. Will history repeat? So Gauthier on the first fill on the strike.
You got it, kid.
And he will not have a triple this time. He leaves a Colery. So off the head pin.
That'll go.
He's going for the second ball in the fill. For a spare attempt, he has an 8 in a fill. And that gives Dan a 53 half. And for a 10, he needs to pick up the 1-9 here. There we go. And he will leave them both, so an 8 box, and Dan Gauthier 61. He needs 28 pins and 4 boxes to tie, 29 to win. And that'll give him 12 points if he does it. Keep it out of the gutters is his goal right now. Does not need a big game. Gauthier's first ball, light hit in the pocket. 7, 8, 10 are left. Now he's got wood by the 8. I'd give him a shot at the 7, 8, but it won't touch a 10. He's got wood over by the 10. I don't know what he'll do with that. Could try for that and see if he can get all 3. He's going for the 10. Just gets the 10. But that was probably the right way to go. Now I'll go for the 10. More than likely going to play that wood on the 8. And just gets the 8 for a 9 box. And Gauthier is 70 at 7. Just needs 20 pins to win. Box 8, here comes Gauthier. On the head pin. Everything but the 6. Tiny bit full on a head pin. He's had 4 strikes so far in this match. And he's got a 6 pin with a piece of wood in front of it that could put this away. No, does not get the spare. Too far to the left. Wrapped around. And that'll be another 9 box for Gauthier. 79 through 8.
Not really throwing the ball hard enough there. Takes a while.
All right, needs just 10 pins to win the string and take 12. And Gauthier off the head pin on the 2. All crossed in front of the head pin.
Listen, wait for the second string. Yeah, all right. There you go, Johnny. And another.
Gauthier for the spare attempt. And he comes in on a 3, still 4 pins. He still has the 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 7, 9. It's just a few pins from closing this out, but he may come down to the last box on this one, which is a surprise. That's an 8. 87 through 9. And we're going to come down to the last box. It's pretty much a given here. Well, Stan has an absolute disaster, but it's closer than we expected.
Make that one sting.
First ball, anything over 2 wins the string, and he's got it. Gauthier will win string 5. But 2 more balls to go. Check mark down there. And that's a 2, 4, 5, 7. Gauthier for the spare, and he's got it. Spare in the 10th in the last box of this match. That puts him at 97 in a ball. Dan Gauthier will take 12 points.
Good ball, Johnny. Good ball, kid.
And for the fill, last ball of this match, Gauthier puts 5 in the fill. And that's a 102 string. So Dan Gauthier wins game 5, 102 to 89, 548. And let me give you the wrap up here, and then we'll go home on this one. Game 1 went to Dan Gauthier, 105 to 97. Game 2 to Jerry Amirault, 107 to 95. And then Gauthier swept the rest. Game 3, 133 to 99, 4, 113 to 83, and 5, 102 to 89 for a total of 548 to 475. And Dan Gauthier will go home tonight with 12 points. Jerry Amirault with 2. Great match. Sorry we had technical problems to start with, but thanks for sticking with us. And didn't look like it'd be a blowout, but that triple strike, which was a gem, was a big deal here. So closing it off, thanks everybody for joining us. This is Dan Castle. We are here at Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis. And until next time, we will see you on the lanes.